And that's why the Lord that's why he receives that ultimate praise. You know, because he already knew aforetime. He already knew. He had to be that sacrifice, man. He had to take one for the nation. Yeah. You know how Jake saying the world got to take one for the team. He had to take it for the nation, man. And that's why what's beautiful about it is it wasn't in vain, because ultimately when he comes back, the new covenant,
right,
we're going to be made perfect just like he's perfect.
Joint heirs, deserving joint heirs.
Right. But we just got to go through the straight and narrow just like he had to. You know?
That was it. I got this now in Hebrews 9. I'm going to start at verse 11. It's got quite a bit in it, though. It says, but Mashiach, being coming high priest of good things to come, by a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is to say, not of this building.
Yeah, not the physical temple.
Like they had
you already had the first temple, right, that Solomon built.
Yep.
And then that got ransacked by the Babylonians. Yep. And then we came back and we built it during the Medo-Persian Empire. I think it was Cyrus. Cyrus. So we was able to go back and rebuild it. Then from that time up until the time of the Lord, which it talks about in Daniel about those 70 weeks, I think it is.
In Daniel?
In Daniel. It talks about the abomination of desolation and all those different things. So
to the back.
Yeah, I got to put it on.
You have that time period from that time up until the Lord's sacrifice. All right? And then after that, that was the end of really the sacrifice. You know what I mean?
And after that, to make it completely not about physical sacrifice, that 70 AD came and took it all down.
Yeah.
You said you had?
But he got to get it.
So it says, verse 12, neither by the blood of goats, because this is what sacrifices were, right? And calves, but by his own blood, he entered in once in the holy place, having.
See, that's the reason why Sakari and them are against the book of Hebrews.
Yep.
Because they want to keep the old priesthood alive. You know? It's like they're really going. They come in the name of Yahweh Shai, but they're really deceivers. They're not really real followers of Yahweh Shai. They just use Yahweh Shai as a front.
Right.
Otherwise, you would embrace what he did. You would embrace the significance of the priesthood being changed.
Yeah, that was that, bro.
You know?
Around a little bit.
Yeah, struck out their words.
Stay like that.
Yeah, hit the bottle hard, don't he?
They do it every day.
It says, neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood, he entered in once into the holy place, having obtained eternal redemption for us. Because how? What holy place? It's going to actually say it as I get in.
What you reading, bro?
Hebrews 9.
Okay, kind.
Verse 13, it says, for if the blood of bulls and of goats and the ashes of an heifer, sprinkling the unclean, sanctified to the purifying of the flesh, that was to cleanse the flesh. Right. The problem wasn't that our flesh wasn't clean, it was that our spirits were clean. That was overtaken by the flesh of the body. Right. The 8th chapter. Right?
And that shows you, because what do you got over there happening right now in the Holy Land? They're trying to build a third temple. They're trying to so-called call themselves sacrificing a red heifer. And trying to act like this is Bible prophecy being fulfilled. Them people are straight up devils over there.
Yeah.
They're going all the wrong way about it. They're not going according to the scripture by any means.
No.
They can't.
And they don't even believe in Yahweh Shai, the Messiah.
But they want to put enough of a front on that it looks like no one's going to question it. If you put a Hebrew Israelite, ain't nobody going into scripture like that.
Yeah. So
people in the church will be like, this prophecy. They be, clapping for them.
Thank you for calling me as a Gentile to your love instead of knowing that you're a Hebrew Israelite.
and they're supposed to be ushering in Yahweh Shai, but y'all don't believe him.
Right.
So y'all contradicting yourself.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
It says, verse 14. I'll read that to you again. For if the blood of bulls and of goats and the ashes of an heifer sprinkling the unclean sanctified to the purifying of the flesh, how much more shall the blood of Hamashiach, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to the Most High, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living power? He gave you the man, you can't even knock what he's doing, man. Because he came not only to cleanse us, but he cleansed us into where we're now priests like ourselves. That's the level of cleanliness that he brought up to us. Not yet, but the grace is here for now, you know? It says, verse 15.
Yeah, the food manifest.
Right. Yep, 15. And for this cause, he is the mediator because he went through and was a testament, right? I was about to say, the sacrifice himself, he says, and for this cause, he is the mediator of the New Testament, that by means of death, for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament, because cut by the law, we ain't ever gonna make it. He came and cleansed us in the law by sacrificing and atoning with his own blood, right?
God, that's what we're talking about. It's the letter.
Yeah. You don't want that.
Yeah, a lot of Jacob and circumcision do though.
Yeah. The law. You can be saved by the law.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing to yourself.
Yeah.
You're making it harder than that.
You couldn't.
But then we gotta remember they may not.
No, you go ahead.
We gotta remember they may not be given the gift of faith though.
Yeah, they wasn't.
Yeah.
Right? So of course they're gonna try to gravitate to whatever. We appreciate the faith, the gift of faith from the giver. And that's why it's an easier thing for us to deal with it. They don't got nothing else to stand on.
The mercy that comes from the sacrifice is very extraordinary. Because if we going back to the old covenant, when we was under the old covenant, you couldn't even pick up a bundle of sticks
On the Sabbath.
on the Sabbath day.
Bro, it's so many things that
You couldn't. Under what it is under the law, it says under 2 or 3 in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established. You were condemned after 2 or 3 witnesses. You got put to death under the old covenant.
Yeah. Man, you gotta.
So we were all basically through.
It's so many laws that, like the Apostle Gabar went through it. Like, you're supposed to have the 10 Commandments in your house, on your gate, in your house. At the on the high holy days, we're supposed to go to the Holy Land, right? 3 times a year.
Yeah.
So these are laws that there's no way possible you could keep in this captivity. You can live in a 10 by 10 box for the rest of your life and not go out. You still couldn't keep the laws 100%.
Hey, break one, you break them all.
Right. Yeah, you can. Right. The brother said you can have an evil thought.
These dudes walking around with fringes on.
And a cotton blend t-shirt.
You got hoodies with scriptures on them, but the hoodie is mixed fabric. And you sell it.
Teaching other people like that. We go back into this, right? It says, 15. For this cause he is the mediator of the New Testament, that by means of death, for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament, which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance. For where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. For a testament is the force after men are dead, otherwise it is of no strength at all while the testator liveth. Yeah, the animal is cool, you got a goat without blemish, but until the actual sacrifice happens and the blood is shed of it, you don't have a way to do it. But how much blood would be in these streets if we were trying to atone for all the sins of our people, man? There'd be no animals.
Is that the Levite, the priest, couldn't even rest on the Sabbath. Because he putting on so many
Sabbath
sacrifices.
to Saturday.
Yeah.
They have to, we're going to do it tomorrow on Saturday. Can't put it to next week because there's more next week. Just by living, right? It says verse 18.
But this doesn't automatically mean that we're automatically in the new covenant.
Right.
Even though the blood finalized the contract, the agreement.
Right.
The agreement is already set because Yahushua died. His blood was shed. But you know, like how you got when you make contracts, you have condition agreements, and then it tells you when that contract goes into effect. Same exact thing.
Yeah.
The contract is going to really go into effect when Yahushua returns.
Like a will. A will doesn't go into effect until that person is deceased.
It's already written.
But it's already written. So
already signed
so
and
when the person dies, the what do you call it? The beneficiary is someone that is in charge.
The beneficiary doesn't go into
Is
effect.
someone that's in charge of the estate. Power of attorney says, okay, this, you know, is supposed to be executed by, because these are the person's wishes.
So I'm gonna ask y'all. So while we were still waiting on that part of the agreement, when you know we become like perfect men under the new covenant, when the law, statutes, and judgments is written into us, right before we get that, what did the Lord give to us while we wait on that? What did He give to us?
Stop what you thinking of. Stop.
While we're waiting to be adopted, well, we are adopted, but while we're waiting to receive the new body and to become perfect and get under the new covenant, what did the Lord give to us that'll hold us until that point?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was
Starts with the word starts with an E.
Oh, not that.
Starts with an E.
Oh, I know what it is. It is in Romans. I thought it's in Romans.
All right, I'll give you a synonym. I'll give you a synonym.
Did you read it?
A down payment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What is the scripture called?
Let me get it, bro. I'm gonna get the scripture on. So you can still go, but I'm struggling to get to it. As soon as I call it, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get
One
y'all
of them
to
is in
it.
Ephesians. Ephesians, the first chapter.
Alright, I got this one. Alright, this is Romans 8, and I go straight to the point, 19. For the earnest expectation of the kingdom, waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the house. Let me jump down. That was a major clue. Yeah, this thing.
Somebody get 2 Corinthians 5.
I think it's more than this. It says, matter of fact, let me jump down a little bit. Yep, I'll just keep reading. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. For we know that...
That's our hope.
Yeah.
That's our expectation. We know that that's coming.
Yeah.
So when you know that something is coming, that means that you expect it. All right?
That's what hope means, right?
That's what hope means. It means to expect. All right?
The other one's going to say clean.
Ephesians 1.
Yeah, I started
Start like around 11, 10. You can start there.
Yeah, we start like, it's Ephesians 1:9. Having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure, which he had purposed in himself, that in the dispensation of the fullness of time, he might gather together in one all things in Yahushua, both which are in heaven and which are on earth, even in him, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestined according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will.
Predestined based off of his own purpose. That means that this was already set up in the spirit before this all played out in the flesh.
Right.
He knew that